Bleacher
What's up? What's up?
Bums. What's up, man? How's it going on the other side of town?
Oh, it's good. It's Friday Eve, and I dig Friday Eve. I've always been a big fan of Thursday.
Friday Eve, man.
Yeah, love it.
Yep. Yep. Hey, you remember Ken Wainwright?
No.
He worked at our station for a while.
Remember, I just transferred there last July, so
Oh, that's right.
I didn't remember a lot of those old times.
I don't know if you can see this or not. It's probably too much light.
Is that a Jedi mind trip? Whoa, whoa.
He sent me a picture of his pool and his he lives in Florida now, so
Nice.
he's got his in-ground pool with a big cage around it, and he's all happy. And
Why does he have a cage around it, Chris?
for the insects, the bugs, the gators, so they don't crawl in there and scare you while you're skinny dipping at night.
So-
You know, you man.
So you and Stephanie could be out there having a little moonlight skinny dip,
No.
and a gator could slither in and
Yeah, she'd bypass her skinny ass and come after my big fat ass and say, "Woo!"
I was gonna say I've never seen her move that fast.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but yeah, he's sending me messages, calling me a dickhead and stuff like that. But that's all right. That's because he's in Florida. You know, these guys they get tough when they're out of state. You know, they get real tough. They think they're tough guys. Yeah. I know he's probably watching this right now. He's probably
he doesn't go through the 4 seasons like we do still. So
right,
he's not tough.
Well, he's tough when he sends me the messages like in January where he's sitting down by the ocean. We're sitting here slaving in the snow, you know, and
God, I just hope he doesn't run into a python or one of those anacondas down there.
I know they do have a snake problem.
Oh, they do. Actually, that would be. I think the state hires people to actually do that. So I could never do it.
What, hunt snakes?
No, God, no. I wouldn't get out of the car.
You could just point them out. Hey, there's one.
I shine the light on him. You go take care of it.
Oh man, crazy.
Well,
hey, we had an interesting night last night. I'll go over some results here, and people should know by now. Go to our Facebook. I post results. I post the picks for the day. But for the newsayers, if you have not seen our show or seen our page, go to Facebook, look up Bleacher Bum Sports with a Z, and check out our postings. We're going to try to get more creative, put some cool stories on there, sports related, some fun stuff to get more. We're boosting the page now, so we're going to get more more views. We need to get the likes. We got to get the likes. We got to get the subscriptions, the notifications, hit everything you can hit to boost our YouTube page.
Even if it's negative, we'll take negative attention too.
What's going on? Anyway, results for yesterday and our props and leans, those are ones, game props and leans. We just they're out there. We like them, but they're not our best bets. We had the White Sox. We bumped it up to -2.5 over Colorado. They just flat out lost. It was +140. Then we had the Mets -2.5 to get some nice plus money, +205. They lost 3-6. Then Minnesota took care of business, -1.5 plus money over Kansas City, 4-0. Now our player props, we did better. Dylan Cease of the White Sox under 8.5. Loved that pick. Almost was the best bet. We won with 8. Zach Davis, Arizona, under 3.5 strikeouts. He got one. Last batter he faced, he got a strikeout, pushed him to 4.
Nice.
Well, we lost that one. That was under. We had under 3.5.
But it's nice to end the game on a
right. It's nice for Zach.
Yeah, it's nice for him, for his stats.
Yes, that's right. Carlos Rodon, San Francisco, under 7.5 strikeouts. He beat us by the hook, too. 2 in a row by the hook, man. I'll tell you, that hook's nasty. But we come back with a win with Patrick Corbin, which I really liked, from Washington, over 3.5 strikeouts. Pitched 6 1/3 innings, got 4 Ks, so we won that. And then we won Dane Dunning, my favorite prop of the night, over 3.5 strikeouts. He had 5. Our best bets went 1 and 2. We did win the Minnesota -0.5 first 5 innings. Easily won that 3-0. But we didn't get the White Sox -1.5 over Colorado. And our Nerfy loss was Philly and Miami. They got 1 run in that first inning, man. And then for the parlay, I put the White Sox -1.5, Minnesota -1.5, Seattle -1.5. $20 would have paid $1.55, which would have been nice, but Chicago just didn't do it for us, man. So we only got 2 out of 3 there, and we needed all 3. But our underdog of the day, our Bleacher Bum special plus money pick of the day, we won that 5-3 Arizona money line over the Dodgers. Man, they own the Dodgers.
Nice. And anybody who owns the Dodgers, I dig. I'm sorry. I'm
telling you. So for tonight, peeps. We've got for our leans, I like Philly, Miami, no runs first inning. St. Louis and Cincinnati over 7.5. Chicago White Sox money line over Cleveland. It's a matter of wait a minute. Let me see something here. Because we had some early games here. Yes, we did have some early games. Cincinnati, and I posted these early enough for you guys to get in on it. The White Sox money line over Cleveland was a winner, 7-2. That was one of our early games. We had, because the reason I put them on there as the early game is I loved the Lance Lynn White Sox over 4.5 strikeouts. That was my favorite prop today. It happened to be in the early game, and he nailed it with 6.
Nice.
So
thank you, Lon.
That was good if you guys got in on that. Rest, we have St. Louis and Cincy over 7.5. Philadelphia team total over 3.5 runs. The White Sox, Cleveland, yes, runs first inning. And then we have the Mets. We're going to get some plus money here, going -2.5 over Pittsburgh. Player props, I just told you about Lance Lynn. That's already a winner. Then we had Shane McClanahan, Tampa Bay, over 4.5. And I can get you, hold on, let's take a look here. That game is underway. Let's take a look here. It is underway. Shane McClanahan, we have over 4.5 strikeouts. He's got 5. That is a winner. So if you took that one, that also is a winner. So we may sweep the player props tonight. Noah Syndergaard later, over 3.5 strikeouts. That's way too low for Mr. Noah. He should get that with no problem. Now, best bets tonight. Houston, -1.5 over Oakland. Minnesota money line over Kansas City. And Pittsburgh, New York Mets, no runs first inning. Those are your 3 best bets tonight.
All right.
So let's put your 3-team parlay together for a $20 parlay that'll pay $128. The Mets -1.5. The Twins -1.5. Houston -1.5. Pair those 3 up, and it will pay you $128. You can't beat it. Hey, we're going right back to Arizona for the underdog of the day. They're facing San Diego, +169. You cannot beat that. So those are your picks tonight. Go to Facebook and jump on our page. They're all sitting there waiting for you guys. And then get on your favorite site and bet it. We are nailing the last night we were 1 and 2 in best bets, but we have been on a absolute tear with best bets. And we're killing college football also. So I will have all those plays for you. I'm going to, I'll have Fridays. Friday has 2 games. I will have those up for you tomorrow. I already have them done. I'll post them. May even get them posted tonight. But I got all the college done. We got some great best bets. And Mr. JC and I were talking about them before the show. And there's some that just don't make any sense. So I want to dig a little deeper.
He's perplexed.
Just a hint.
The Irishman is perplexed.
Yeah, the Irishman is stumped. And I'll just take a look, folks, at Bucknell in Central Michigan. So something's not right, and I will make sure I get this figured out. But this is this could be a best bet. I got to look at it some more, but it's crazy. So college be up, pros will be up, and let's have a great weekend of winning some football games here.
Heck yeah.
Anything going on in soccer? Do we got any soccer news going on? Or
actually,
I know you got a.
Yeah, there were a couple of, there were actually more than a couple games. I won't go through all of them though, but names you may have heard. The Europa League played today. Man United beat a team called Sheriff. I like that. They shot the Sheriff.
They shot him. Did they shoot him good?
They shot him good, 2-0. And AS Roma, my favorite team in Serie A, the Italiano League, beat HJK Helsinki 3-0. So that's some cool stuff. And just looking forward to a sports weekend, man. Wow.
Well, we got 2 games in the EPL tomorrow. We got Nottingham Forest and Fulham at 3. We got Aston Villa and Southampton. Do you like any of those at all?
I like Nottingham Forest to beat Everton. Everton's pretty poor this year. They're in the bottom 3 right now. So
tomorrow, Nottingham Forest is playing Fulham.
Yep. Oh, Fulham. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the London team. No, I like Fulham.
Do you?
Fulham has a big center forward. He's kind of a banger. So yeah, Fulham.
Kind of a banger.
Especially if it's at Craven Cottage. If it's in London, I'd go with Fulham.
Nice.
Aston Villa. Actually, interesting fact about Aston Villa is Prince William's favorite football team.
Is it?
It is. So
nice.
The Villains.
Yeah. So we got those 2 games going up. See what kind of. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think I'll put those 2 games up on. I'll put them up on Facebook for you. JC will give us his winners on those, and I'll break them down for you. So check out our Facebook for some soccer tomorrow. But guess what we got tonight, buddy?
We have the Chargers versus the Chiefs.
I would say that is pretty badass, dude.
That's an interesting game. Both teams are 1-0. Kansas City's been so good the last few years. I'd kind of like to see the Chargers come to the fore. I really like that quarterback Herbert.
I do too. I've got I started off when I first saw it, and people get excited when they see the week before. They saw how Kansas City went in there and just the old Mahomes is back. Yep. KC's back putting up, but so are the Chargers. We don't, being in Detroit, we don't hear a lot of West Coast talk. So we don't get much. We got to dig for it. We got to listen for it. And they're no joke, dude.
No.
The Chargers are no joke. And as it stands right now, let me take a look. I know it's still at 4. +4, and what +4 means in the betting world, or 3.5. Vegas is begging you to take Chargers. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they're begging you to take the Chargers because they feel highly that Kansas City will cover it. They've got to even out. out the playing field, because when you bet on a game, you're not betting $1 to win $1. Now,
Nope.
if you want to take an underdog, it'll work that way. But Vegas has got to make their money, so they'll put like minus 110. That's juice, and that will go into their pockets. Now, they want the perfect situation for Vegas is 50% of the world betting on Kansas City, 50% betting on the Chargers, and that's when they bank. So they're trying to pull that money. They're trying to get you to pop the Chargers to kind of even the money out. I love the Chargers plus 4.
I do too. I like the Chargers a lot.
It's standing that plus 4 is minus 112, minus 4 for Kansas City's minus 108, meaning that more people are starting to jump on the Chargers here. The number is 54.5. The under is the favorite here. And I'm seeing a lot of that. My first reaction would be to take the over. Now, I got some notes here that I think people would be interested in. So I'm going to run through these. They're quite excessive, but I'm going to keep it. I will post all this that we're talking about on Facebook. So if you miss something, jump on Facebook and check it out. But I've got San Diego, and at the time of printing this out, San Diego is up to plus 4.5. I still like plus 4. I still like plus 3.5. It'd be interesting if it dropped to 3, but I don't think it will. But there's no major edge here. This is more of a number grab following a slight overreaction that I think that with the Chiefs' performance last week. These two teams have played 3 games involving Justin and Patrick, and 2 of these 3 went into overtime, with the third being won by the Chargers on a last-second touchdown drive. Justin is 2-1 against the spread, or against Kansas City when the Chiefs have Mahomes under center, and the only loss was in an overtime as a plus 3 underdog, and that was last season. The Chargers defense will put up a way bigger fight than the Cardinals did last week. So I don't think last week showed us anything different than what we already knew about the Chiefs offense. I would not be shocked, Jay, if San Diego wins this game.
I wouldn't either. And fair play to Herbert. I love the kid. I really like
I do too. I think San Diego's got their quarterback for a long time.
And let's just hope it's a good close game, and that bleacher bum sports people that put a little pun on the game line their pockets.
Yeah, I've got some prop plays here too. I got Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Anytime touchdown. So anytime during the game he scores a touchdown, you win.
Yep.
It's a little steep at a minus 145, but he's going to get it. He's going to go to him. He's going to get a touchdown. This is like one of those, unless the Chargers absolutely shut him out, this guy's getting a touchdown. He has scored double-digit touchdowns in 3 of his last 4 seasons, and early returns suggest he is on his way to doing the same this year. In week 1 blowout of the Cardinals, he was up to his usual tricks to the tune of 8 receptions for 121 yards and a touchdown. Now, the Chargers were dead last in allowing fantasy points to tight ends during the 2021 campaign, mainly because in 2 games against Kelce, they saw him go for 295 and 2 touchdowns. As usual, it's a great matchup for the best tight end in football. So I think he's solid in getting this. If you want to jump on a prop play, grab that one.
Oh yeah, I mean, a tight end that puts up, wide receiver type stats in a game. I mean, that's impressive.
Justin to throw 2 or more touchdown passes. It's really steep at minus 265, but this is one of those things that you're almost guaranteed he's going to do. He's going to throw probably 3. The more yards of which he throws, the more times LA should find itself in the red zone. Asking Justin to capitalize only twice should be very safe. Now, he's tossed 3 touchdown passes in week 1. He pinned multiple scores on the Chiefs in each of his 2 head-to-head matchups last year. He had the 2 times he played them, he threw 6 touchdowns. So we're only asking him to get 2 tonight. Now you could same game parlay these things and get nice plus money. So you just add all these together. Here's some plus money for you. Justin to throw for 300 yards or more. In week 1 against Vegas, he ran almost as many the Chargers ran as much running plays, 31 as passing. They had 34 because because they never trailed and led basically the entire way. So that's why you see that the running and passing really close together. The numbers. So there wasn't as many passing as he usually does. Now, Justin still threw for 279 yards. Could have thrown for more, but like I said, they were so far ahead, they just said, fuck it. Now, the former Oregon star reached the 300-yard mark 9 times in 2021. And on 7 of those occasions, he racked up at least 336 yards.
Wow.
KC was 27th in the NFL against the pass last season. So all signs point he is going to throw up 300 plus. So there's 3 right there you can pop together and get some really nice. And those are almost, I hate using guarantee because nothing's a guarantee, but that's, you can kind of, boy, a cat just took a massive shit. Oh my God. What the hell? Good job, man.
You gotta go, right?
Oh Lord. All right. Well, I just lost all my concentration. Where am I now? Okay.
We were talking about Herbert, and yeah, Chris, I love the prop bets are cool.
They really are.
The prop bets.
We got Josh Palmer. I found over 46.5 receiving yards. So listen, the reason I like this, Keenan Allen is unlikely to play. So they're going to be going to his backup, Mr. Palmer. The Chargers did a great job last weekend spreading the ball around to 11 different players saw a target. 9 caught a pass. The head coach acknowledged that Josh Palmer will take Allen's place, starting opposite of Mike Williams and DeAndre Carter in the slot. So I reviewed his week 1 performance, and what stood out in all of it is 3 of his targets came when Vegas was in zone coverage now, which is how the Chiefs lined up in 74% of the time against the Cardinals. Palmer also played a total of 50 snaps. Now, 75%. And run blocked on 48% of those snaps, meaning coaches feel secure with him out there in most situations, and he outsnapped DeAndre Carter. I looked at Kansas City on defense last week, and cornerback Rashad Fenton graded out poorly as the worst of the 3 starting cornerbacks. To add insult to injury, rookie cornerback Trent McDuffie has been placed on the IR, so we can expect Chris Lamons and Joshua Williams in his place. As far as Palmer filling in on Allen's routes, Allen saw 4 targets. 2 were short. 1 was intermediate and 1 was long. I expect Williams to command most of the attention from KC, so Palmer could be in for a career day. Last season, he finished strong with 3-game stretch that included 6, 5, and 9 targets. Last season, without Allen in the lineup, Palmer posted a career best 5 receptions for 66 yards and a TD. The trust is there, and I expect him to repeat this performance. He's going to get 50-plus receiving yards, guys. Josh Palmer over 46.5. Minus 114. Very good. Very good. This one's plus money, and it shouldn't be. Marquez Valdez Scantling. I'm gonna call him MVS because it's too long to speak.
I wish I had a cool name like that.
Marquez Valdez Scantling over 3.5 receptions. Plus 120. Had the highest snap count of any Kansas City wide receiver on the team, and even had more than Kelsey in week 1. But that helps him against the Staley defense that will do everything they can to prevent the big play. In fact, Staley did a great job on that in week 3 in 2021 against the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes only threw 61% of his passes at about the 9-yard mark of the Tyreek Hill game. That play never came, and the Chiefs lost 30-24. If we fast forward to week 15, Mahomes changed his focus to the shorter routes and threw 71% of his pass attempts between the 5 to 9 yard mark. This approach helped propel the Chiefs to a 34-28 victory. MVS caught all 4 targets that came in his way in week 1 and should see a spike in the second wide receiver. Mccole Hardman is the de facto slot receiver for this team, but after seeing Hunter Renfrow get shut down by Brian Callahan last weekend, I'm reluctant to believe that Hardman can have more success. Look for him to get 6 to 7 targets. We're only asking him to catch 4. So let's get crazy man there. Marquez Valdez Scantling over 3.5 receptions. That's a beautiful one.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more for you. Jerick McKinnon over 16.5 receiving yards. Unfortunately, McKinnon missed both games against the Chargers in 21. So we do not have a lot to go by. But if the trend of short and intermediate passes continues for the Chiefs, McKinnon could be in for a career day. You figure he's throwing 5 to 9 yard passes. We need him to get over 16.5. I'm liking this one. It's way too low. That number should be around in the 20s somewhere, but Jerick McKinnon over 16.5 receiving yards. He's going to get at least 4 targets. If he catches 2 of them, he's good to go.
Yep.
Okay. Now this is I got 2 more for you, but this is a game prop. The LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs under 27.5 first half points. You look at these 2 teams and think, oh my God, they could go 35-21 at the end of the first. They could. They very well could.
Yeah.
Just don't see it happening. I like the first half under more than the total. Because these 2 teams love to play wild fourth quarters. Yeah. I would like to filter out the randomness of these late game situations in which both teams have tendencies to push it down the field. In fact, in 3 games of Justin and Patrick, all 3 have gone under in the first half. One with 17 points, one with 24, and one with 20. In those same 3 games, the fourth quarters in OT have produced 17 points, 37 points, and 35 points. That's why when you see these 2 when these 2 teams play and you see the total at 54, you're like, oh my God, they put that up in 1 quarter.
Yeah.
So I don't like screwing with that, but I do like this first half. It's so likely that this is going to fall into the same category. That they get out there, they're feeling each other out. So by the end of the end of the first half, we're going to be looking at a 21.
I mean, would you also say that when they start the game that they're a little more conservative than?
Yeah.
I mean,
they're not going to be slinging it around.
Right,
They'll be like they're going to
nice long drive to start the game.
Yeah, maybe start with a field goal. I know the touchdown. This is a prop that I want to look into more. I've kind of avoided, but a lot of these NFL games are first score of the game is going to be a touchdown or a field goal. To me, I would think field goals would be more popular, but they're not. They're always plus money. They always seem to think a touchdown, I guess Lions are a great example of that because it seems like every time the Lions play, boom, 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 down the field, score a touchdown.
Yeah, and then you think, oh man, this is it, and then the rest of the game plays out, and you're like, oh shit.
I know, we'll be up like 21-10 or something, and be cruising along, and then it's like you just know the floodgates are about to open.
We've seen it and we've felt it all
Oh
our
my
lives.
God, we're so scarred. Well, I've got one last one for you. It's a long shot, like
Hit me.
PBS long shot of the night. DeAndre Carter of the Chargers to score a touchdown. This is plus 350. So it's going to pay. This is a steal, guys. Keenan Allen was forced out of last weekend's 24-19 victory over the Raiders with a hamstring injury. But now the Chargers are playing on a short week. He is not expected to play Thursday night. That means Carter will be one of Justin's primary targets along with Mike Williams. I'm telling you, I don't understand this number.
Plus 350?
Plus 350, man.
Oof.
Even with Allen on the field in the season opener, Carter found the end zone just prior to halftime and finished with 64 receiving yards. The Chiefs were 27th in the NFL in passing defense last season. So count on Carter continuing his successful start to the 22 campaign in week 2. It's just I
like that.
It's a joke, bro. It's just a joke. So I mean, I don't know which one in here that somebody would look at and go, because these are all great.
Yeah.
Great numbers, great picks.
And they're fun.
Throw a few bucks on it. It's, we don't ever tell you to put down $50, $20, 10.
Yeah, don't put your paycheck down on it.
No. Throw a few bucks, have fun. Put five. I like $5 bets.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, we put $1,000 on this. I'd just be bullshitting you. I don't want to see anybody do that. Just play, have fun, win some money. Make enough money to take out your loved one to dinner or something, have fun with it.
Or can I kind of get into a little music here?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Going to the IMAX theater tomorrow to see the new documentary on David Bowie called Moon Age Daydream. Leslie's excited. She's watched the trailer, so we're gonna go see it tomorrow night in Grand Blanc. So I'm looking forward to it.
Anybody who doesn't know Jay, he is probably the biggest Bowie fan that I know. He's got proof of it basically for life.
Scarred for life.
His leg.
Scarred for life.
But I don't know if you've noticed in the morning, have you been hearing more Bowie music?
I have, and I'm digging it.
Yeah, because I've taken over the radio.
Yep. I'm digging it.
Yeah, just trying to get rid of that. I don't know. He's putting on like national anthems, and he had a revving car sound the other day for like 20 minutes. I'm not
something else.
Quite sure where he's going with that, but
hey, I saw this today, and I thought you might be interested. The jersey worn by Michael Jordan from Game 1 of the 1998 NBA Finals when he was sick. He came in and hit that shot against the Jazz.
Yeah.
His whole Last Dance season, it sold for $10.091 million at Sotheby's auction. Wow.
I mean,
my question I have to ask you: do they wash it, or is it game?
Oh my God, no!
It is game worn.
It's gotta stay. It's gotta stay.
I wonder if it retains any of the smell, or I mean, I don't know. If anybody out there could answer that question, please, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, no, I'm guessing that it's you. Yeah, you would leave it game worn. You frame it, sweat, the whole thing, stank, whatever.
That's the thing. It doesnn't say on the article whether it's game worn or not. I'm just assuming that it is.
Right.
Like I say, if you have an answer to that, let us know.
I will. You know what? I'll actually have some information on that tomorrow. But yeah, I've collected cards, baseball cards, and all the memorabilia in the past, and I do know stuff like that you definitely don't want to mess with. If it's torn or if it's got stains, you just leave it. You preserve it the way it was, I've watched like old time movie posters where they've like the edges would get brown and torn. I've seen a show where there's people that can actually fix those, and it's absolutely mind-blowing how they do it. They, I don't know the exact details, but I do know they take the poster and it's submerged somehow in some liquid water type thing. I don't know how they do it, but it comes out like a brand new poster. It's incredible how they
be kind of funny if you put it in the wrong solution though and it came out blank.
Oh, that would be me.
Wow.
I'd be like, I got this. But it's an original Titanic poster. Give me the thing. I got this thing. So anyway, tonight, enjoy the game.
Yep.
Throw some baseball bets down. We threw up some good ones for you.
Thursday night football starting.
Yeah. If you missed the show, it's going to be thrown on Facebook. You can watch it and catch all our bets we have for you. And that's it. And we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to have college football for you tomorrow, more baseball, and we'll go over the weekend and then throw you out some pro stuff. My number one pick for pro is going to blow your mind, Jay.
I cannot wait to hear it.
Yep. So
I cannot wait.
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.
Happy Friday Eve, everybody.
Yep. Have a good one, Jay. See you tomorrow.
Woo. All right, bud.
Bye-bye.